Hey guys, welcome back to Make That Sea Change. Paul here with you again today. And Make That Sea Change is my site aimed at setting up your own online business. Now, recently I've just started basically a video log, trying to rebuild my sites after all the latest Google algorithm updates. I got smoked pretty heavily in two of the three sites that I work on. And the last video we looked at the travel site, which was an AI site, which got totally hammered. Today we're going to look at actually the Make That Sea Change site, which again, after reviewing, and last week when we looked at the travel site, I spoke to you about making sure that you are really sure of where your traffic's coming from so that you know what points to sort of try and hit to continue that slide up from other avenues other than Google. Today's a slightly different way to look at things. And today, if we go to my Make That Sea Change site, the difference with this site is that if we go into the analytics here, it's sort of just maintained pretty much a run over a greater length of time. You can see it's really hasn't dropped. It really hasn't risen. If I go into my Google Search Console, you can see once the algorithm changes came in, first one, around September, October, and then it sort of really went down. But if we have a look in the last 28 days, might have to look at 3 months here. Yeah, we need to look at 3 months here. We can actually start to could possibly start to see a little bit of a rise here. Now, the main thing with this site compared to the travel site was the fact that this one's quite well established and it has been running for quite a few years. And most of the information on there was not AI written. Most of it was written even before AI came along. The problem with this website, however, was that as I started working on a fishing site, which I ended up selling, and then the travel site that we looked at last week, this one I sort of neglected a little bit. So there was a lot of old posts on there that really didn't have any relevance anymore. Reviews of software programs that no longer exist. Affiliate lists, which I hadn't looked at. I mean, some of them I was looking at, the last updated date on them was 2021. So this one was more of a point of Google looking at it and going, well, this site's not really being updated. There's not much happening to it. So it's not really much point in ranking it, which to be honest was probably the same thing that would have happened to it even before we had all the Google algorithm updates. So what I'm going to do with this one, and this one, as I mentioned, is working a little bit differently, and you can probably, as we saw in the thing, there might be a little bit of a raise there. So with this one, what I'm going to, I've already started working on this one. I actually started working on this one about a month or two ago, which is why I think, it's very slight, I actually went through and completely removed any old software reviews that were no longer relevant. Didn't try and update them, didn't try and put them onto social media or anything like that. I just totally deleted them. And then what I've also done with a lot of other ones, I'm sort of trying to narrow the niche here a little bit as well. I work in affiliate marketing. On this side, I had a lot of multi-level marketing reviews. I had a lot of information about MLMs and the like. What I've actually done with them is I have, for the moment, no index tagged them. So Google won't find them, or shouldn't. I mean, it still does some of them, but it shouldn't find many of them on the search engines. What that does is allows me to narrow the niche a little bit and get that really working well. And then once I've got that and I can start to see a rise there, then I can start to do, again with the travel site, build in other platforms, refer back to the multi-level marketing ones I've no index through some posts that do work, and we'll do that in a later video. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. But so for this one, a short video today, I can have a look at some of the other traffic for this one, which I don't, I'm still getting direct search, that's again through Pinterest. Not much social and not much video on this one, even though my YouTube channel's there and I've got a lot of subscribers and it's quite mature. Again, a lot of videos on there that are just old, so I'm going to go through and delete a lot of them as well. But, Bing is still giving me good, like 800 impressions, still only 8 or 9 clicks a day. Not a great lot of traffic, but it's still enough there to tick along. 551 clicks in the last 3 months. Nothing to write home about. Analytics, you can see it's sort of just ticking along there around the 40 to 50. Got a bit of a spike there. I don't know what happened there, which has made this look different. But, it's what it is for the last 90 days. If I go the last 7 days, you can see it's clicking or sitting around that 40. And in the performance there, if I go to the pages for the last 3 months, as you can see, maybe a little bit of a rise there from the bottom, 2 clicks, 161 impressions, up to 215, 230, 216. It went down. And this is around when I actually started working on it, towards the end of May. I started working on around here. So it does take a little while. I actually started working on about the beginning of May. So around here, went along, took a little dip, and now hopefully it's starting to rise again. So this one here, at the moment, not so much concerned about the other avenues of travel. I think I just need to reset this website a little bit to get it back on track. Videos, obviously, I'm doing now, but we'll see how we work. So that's it, guys. So if you've got a website that's been around for quite a while and it got smoked, go in, have a look at what your traffic is looking at, get rid of any, I'll do a bit of an audit on it. If you've got posts that have nothing there, they got no links to them, if they've got internal links to them, you just do a redirect link. I just redirect it back to my homepage, so you can do that, but you can delete them. I'll do another video on that in a next video, I think, on showing you how to delete and repost and redirect. Anyway, so have a look at your website. If it's an older website that needs to be refreshed, delete all your rubbish, no index anything that you can work on later, and then start refreshing posts, adding new photos, adding new content. Same as that I did in the travel site, which I'll show you as well. Hope that was helpful, guys. Comment below if there's any specific problems you have or anything you'd really like me to have a look at for you, or anything you'd like to look at on my site, and we'll see if we can rebuild our websites together. Talk to you then. Bye.